everyone. I'm Chad Lorge, Product Manager at Music Max Distribution. I'm really excited to be here today at the RecW down in Chillicothe, Ohio. I've got Aaron Seagraves hanging out with me to talk a little bit about Fredenstein. Aaron, how's it going, man?
Going good, Chad. How are you?
Awesome. I want to let everybody know, to start with, what in the world is the RecW?
The RecW is a short-term trade school type of program. Basically, over the course of 5 weeks, we take our students from the point of a sound becoming a signal to what we do with that signal to it becoming a sound again, and how those things blend back together. So we're in one of our studios right now. We've had the pleasure of having the Fredenstein lunchbox in here to use with our tracking sessions, and just real happy to have had it here.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're in their beautiful Studio A right now. Run all year round for the most part, right?
Year round,
exactly. So you always have kind of like a constant crew of people coming in here.
7 cycles a year.
Yeah, learning the digital audio, learning the analog audio, of course. We're kind of in their analog room right now. So tell me a little bit about how the RecW incorporates analog and digital technology together while you're teaching students.
Well, Studio A is the room that we do that. The studio itself actually was designed by John Stewart, who designed Electric Lady for Jimi Hendrix, where all that stuff was done. And for the longest time, we were a 24-track, 2-inch analog reel-to-reel machine, analog console, analog outboard gear, and now we're running a full Pro Tools rig in here as well that we can piggyback off of the 2-inch machine, still running through an analog console, so our students get every bit of the analog technology from the front end on the back end, but we also have the ability to use our DAWs to run plugins and supplement the gear that we have in our racks.
Yeah, excellent. And there's a great rack. I know it's kind of hard to see right now, but definitely wanted to spend a little time talking about Fredenstein and how we ended up actually getting some of these modules here. So 500 series modules. We got the Artistic Pre, the Artistic Leveler, the Artistic EQ, which is really great combination of 2 channel strips, really. How do you end up using these devices in your sessions or in the program?
Well, we have the lunchbox interfaced to our console through a patch bay, to a traditional analog patch bay.
All right.
So for tracking purposes, we have 2 full channel strips. Gives us everything that we need on. We have a grand piano out in the studio. Sweet. It's great for that. Yeah. Great for vocals, acoustic instruments on the tracking end, but also with it being interfaced in our patch bay, we can run back through the EQ, run back through the dynamics.
Excellent.
In the mix down.
Of things.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So being able to use it both in the tracking side of things and then bringing it into the patch bay and being able to use it in the mix. So I know you also have the MeterHUB hanging out in your rack as well. Can you tell me a little bit how you're utilizing that?
Well, the console that we use in this room, it's an AMEC Big. It doesn't have bus meters.
Okay.
So as we're doing headphone mixes, things like that, when we're doing tracking sessions, we use the meter as a way for us to see, how much level we're sending out.
Because it's got the 4 meters on it, so that's wonderful. Okay.
Exactly. And since we can run 2 separate headphone mixes in here.
Yes.
So we can have stereo meters for each of those headphone mixes and know exactly what's going to who and making sure we're not overdriving it.
Yeah, what a great integration. You got a headphone amp that maybe doesn't have metering on it. You've got a console that doesn't have metering on it. You're sending out various mixes from different locations or to different locations, headphones, being one of them, and then being able to just quickly glance over and make sure you even have level there. It's the perfect use of the MeterHUB. Of course, it's got USB on it connectivity, which is always useful in a studio, especially when you have hybrid analog, everything, digital, everything. You get a place to plug in your phone, right? So it's hanging out there too. That's spectacular. Well, Aaron, thanks so much for your time. I'm so glad we were able to have the Fredenstein gear in the studio and the spaces for your students. If you're interested in checking out the RecW, just go to the RecW.com. If you're interested in Fredenstein, of course, reach out to your Fredenstein dealer. Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks, Chad.